Okay, hello, ladies and gentlemen. I am here today to show you something that I consider to be super fucking cool, and I got this a couple months ago now. This was one of those things, because Hell's Headbangers, before Hell's Head Bash, was, they were selling things that you could buy and then pick up at the show, to, avoid shipping charges. And this was one of those things that I got along with a bunch of shirts and another box thing that I haven't actually shown yet either, because I am very far behind on showing you guys my collection. So, but easily this is one of the things I consider to be one of the coolest pieces in my collection, and I want to show those of you who have not seen it yet. So, this is the thing in question right here. This is the Deceased Demos from the Grave 1986 through 1989 box set. Yeah, literally the least practical packaging for any record you will ever see. This is actually wood, pretty thick as you can see, and yeah, I am in love with this thing. And besides that, I'll show you the back too. There's the back of this thing. The Hell's Headbangers Records logo, and this is numbered. I have number 36 out of 111. It says Die Hard Limited Edition. And when I first saw that this was happening, because this was on the Next Up Releases tab on Hell's Headbangers for a long time. Deceased, it said Demos from the Grave, triple LP set. And I was like, yes, because I knew the Deceased demos were just fucking awesome. And, I had waited for a long time, and it was just a few weeks before the show. They actually announced it, and this was the special packaging for it. And I think it was like 130 something bucks, and I was like, fuck yeah, I'm having that. So, I gotta imagine the shipping charges would have been fucking a lot for this. So I'm really, really happy that I was able to pick it up at the show itself. Because it was just easier, and it was much cheaper, and yeah, so I want to go through and I want to show you what this comes with, because it's all really, really awesome shit, and I am very, very pleased to own this. So let me show you how you open it. It's not hinged at all, but it does have these two little pins that you have to actually unscrew, as if this is like, a real coffin. So I think that's very cool, and I'm going to do that right now. I actually already have the record out, because I keep it on my shelf for easier access. Because, doing this every time I want to listen to it would be a little bit annoying. But, yeah, it does come with just, like, these little pins like that. So I think that's very cool. And the lid just kind of lifts off like that. There is additional artwork on the inside of the coffin that I will show you momentarily. But, now that I have this open, I'm going to show you the record first. Well, I'll show you the record last. I'm going to show you the cassettes first. So this is the first of the 3 demos from Deceased. And if you don't know who Deceased are, they're like a thrashy death metal band from Virginia. They formed in like 1985. And, everyone should know who Deceased is. They share members with October 31, and Deceased, along with Incantation and Suffocation, were the first band to sign to Relapse Records in the 90s. So I think that is really fucking cool. Or maybe it was I don't know if it was the late 80s or the 90s. It was probably the 90s. But again, lack of research, I'm so sorry. But this was definitely something that I was pleased to own, and I absolutely love this shit. So I will show you the inside of the coffin first. This is the cover, and this is the back right there. Deceased. Yeah, that's really, really fucking cool. Absolutely love that. Everyone probably knows who King Fowley is at this point. He's the vocalist of Deceased. He's also been the bassist of Deceased, and he's been the drummer of Deceased. And Deceased has had some lineup changes in the day, in their time. So, but he's always been in the band, and he's always been, the face of Deceased, in my opinion. It comes with a record slip mat, like a turntable slip mat, which is very cool. It says Demos from the Grave. some artwork here with the deceased logo. I was going to put that on there, but my leprosy one is still there. So keep that. This has a demo card, or fucking demo card. This has a download card, I'm sorry. 3 cassettes, the cassettes of each of the demos, and more artwork. And what I like about this is, I'll show you right here. That's the artwork on the inside, and the cassettes are actually stuck to this with Velcro, which I think is cool. So the back of the cassette actually has Velcro on it. But yeah, more artwork on this side. That's the same artwork that's on the slip mat there. And there is the names of the demos themselves: The Evil Side of Religion, Nuclear Exorcist, and Birth by Radiation. Yeah, this is so cool, and you can see it's, this is the back. I absolutely love this fucking thing. I'm so pleased to own this. But I will show you the cassettes first. So there's 3 of them, like I said, all really old school looking. This right here is the first one. This is The Evil Side of Religion, with that little devil guy there, deceased, The Evil Side of Religion. And these are all on colored tape, which I, am a fan of. I don't listen to cassettes, but I do like having them. Red cassette, red tape. I don't know cassette lingo. But yeah, very, very nice. I will show you the inlay cards. I don't really know if there's anything special on them because I don't know that I've looked. But oh yeah, a couple pictures. That's like the original cover. But The Evil Side of Religion it has a few different covers. It's got like 2 or 3 if I'm not mistaken. And you get the track listing right there. So every one of these demos, I'm not going to say much about them, simply because they're all pretty. They're all deceased demos. If you've heard one, you can pretty much guess that you've heard them all. But they're all very, very good. All very, very memorable. All very, very catchy. And they all have excellent fucking riffs. And that is one of the things I look to Deceased for. This is the second one. This is Nuclear Exorcist from 1989. The other one was from 1986, if I'm not mistaken. 1989 Nuclear Exorcist. And that is the cover for that. There's actually old addresses on here too. As if these are, the original cassettes, but obviously they are not, because that would be absurd. And this one actually has lyrics and additional artwork and stuff like that. Some liner notes and shit. Tortured is the earth and hasn't ended. The suffering continues to gnaw. Yeah, it's just really old school and cool. I absolutely love this. And like I said, this one does come with lyrics, whereas the first one didn't. I don't know that I have a favorite out of all of these. I guess I've probably listened to Birth by Radiation the most, but again, you can't really pick a favorite. Blue this time, blue. It's got the logo on it, but for some reason it's kind of hard to see. Yeah, very good, very, very good stuff. And the last one, in terms of cassettes, is Birth by Radiation. Really, really cool album cover, or demo cover, I guess. Birth by Radiation. I like that this one's yellow. Even the cassette itself is yellow. And the inlay card is just yellow. So, I'll show you here. No lyrics on this one, but it does open like that. And there is a picture of the band, like this, on the inside. The old Deceased logo. Yeah, it's so cool. I love that, they really took the time to make this shit look old school. And this actually, right here, you can see, it says the band members, and Doug Souther. I'm pretty sure that guy was killed in a car accident in the 90s. I'm not exactly sure when, but I know there was a few people that were killed in that car accident, maybe a couple people that were killed. But yeah, yeah, goddamn shame. These are some talented motherfuckers. So those are the cassettes right there, and along with the slip mat and the download card. But this is the real reason that I decided to buy this. This is this is Deceased, Demos from the Grave. Obviously, this is the vinyl pressing, and this shit is thick as fuck. You can see here, deceased demos from the grave. Yeah, this is one of the most elaborate, you know, record packaging, probably the most elaborate record packaging that, you know, Hell's Headbangers has ever been responsible for, and I'm so pleased to own this, and this right here makes it all worth it, because this shit is awesome. So, it's, like I said, super fucking thick, and it's like a quadruple gatefold. This shit is ridiculous. And all of these demos have revamped artwork for them, which is another reason this is really fucking cool. So I'm going to show you the artwork for these one by one. Try to do it in order. Right there, the evil side of religion. Just a more elaborate picture of this demon guy fucking with the insides of some dead guy, and that is what this is. But this is obviously a much more modern and professionally done. So yeah, no complaints there. Then we got Nuclear Exorcist, which I don't really know. I'm going to turn this shit around. Right there, which again is pretty similar to the original, except the original is, of course, this right there. So, I'll be able to show you the artwork again in just a minute. And Birth by Radiation, right there. Unreal, dude. This thing is so cool, and I just... Yeah, this is pretty similar to the artwork on here as well. But this does open further, because in its full glory, it's like this. So fucking cool, man. This is so awesome. And yeah, it was expensive, but goddamn is it worth it. And I don't think I actually showed the back. All the track listing, including some rehearsals and shit like that. Yeah. So let me show you the records themselves, because these, unlike the regular edition of this, which actually the regular edition just comes with this right here, these aren't the same color of the vinyl that are, you know, standard to the standard edition. So let me take all three of these out, because it's kind of a fucking hassle, really, but you know, this is a collector's item, so I'm not going to complain. And I will set this on the floor. So again, I'm going to show you these in order, because all three of these are on picture disc. And what I love about this is, on each picture disc, it has the revamped artwork. So obviously this is the evil side of religion, and then you have the original artwork on the back. I'm not sure which is side A and which is side B, though. Side B. It says side B on this side. Side B. So side A is the revamped artwork. All of these are just so fucking good. The artwork is awesome, you know, in both styles. The lyrics are all really fucking cool. The instruments are all really fucking memorable, very catchy shit, especially the riffs. You know, Deceased is just very good at what they do, and this is my favorite Deceased material, fucking bar none. So, as I said, I'm so pleased to own this. Nuclear Exorcist, right here, side B again, side A, and these sound really good too. Being that these are Hell's Headbangers picture discs, they all sound really good. It's, you know, not, it's very limited, you know, little to no surface noise, and that's what Hell's Headbangers does right, especially with picture discs. So apparently can't get that shit back in. So yeah, that's Nuclear Exorcist. And then last but not least, we have Birth by Radiation. And Birth by Radiation is actually side A. It's actually not yellow, it's just black and white on this side, but that's fine with me. It's so cool. I love this old school style of artwork. Absolutely awesome shit. So I'm going to say, if you really want to get into Deceased, I say start with the demos, because the demos are all really they'll give you a very good idea of what you have in mind with Deceased material. Obviously they're very different from the more modern Deceased, but you know, it's really fucking good shit, and I do recommend every one of you go and listen to all three of these. And probably birth by radiation, you know, might be the one I would recommend to start with. But yeah, 3 picture discs, both sides, very well done, very professional. The presentation is unreal, and I recommend every one of you listen to this, and if possible, buy the record, because though this version is sold out, the other version I'm almost certain is not. So again, Deceased, Demos from the Grave, 1986 through 1989. One of the coolest fucking pieces in my collection, and I am very pleased to own it. So I'm going to end this video there, because there's not, you know, I don't want to make it too long. There's no reason to drag on and tell you about each one. I don't want you to take my word for it. I want you to listen to it yourself, because that's the best way to form an opinion. So, guys, thank you for watching. Thank you, as always, for subscribing. And until next time, stay tuned and take care.